Hi and welcome. I have Ian McMinn with me today. And basically what Ian does is he helps people to go really deep with their sales conversations, their objections, and basically master the art of sales. It's an art, right? So tell us more about what you actually do on a deeper level. And we'll have a little bit of a discussion about how I've supported you and what's shifted since our session that we did.
Beautiful, Donna Marie. No, thank you so much. So a little bit about me. I help experts, as you said, go deeper in conversation to double their sales without the struggle, right? To really get to a place where entrepreneurs have the ability to have influence, to negotiate, to maximize what they're creating in a way that's aligned, it's smooth, it's genuine, and it adds benefit to everybody, right? So that's a little bit of what I do. And yeah, and I really appreciated the work we got to do together this past week, and I've gotten to see some shifts since then. So it's really exciting.
I love that. Yeah, so we just did a bit of a reading with you, didn't we? We just did a bit of a future kind of reading with theta healing, just tapped into your energy system. There was quite a few things that kind of came up, and just implementing those tools and processes about what came up. Tell us a bit more about that and what's happened since. I'm just interested.
Absolutely. No, I was really surprised by the energy reading, the intuitive reading. It's not something I've really done before. And even as someone who's studied a lot of unconscious work and does a lot of unconscious work, I was really surprised with the feedback that I got, how clear and precise you were at giving me direction into my future, from seeing like different ways I need to be working with people that are more aligned with who I am, right? Getting up on stages, having that presence, getting to have that insight from you was really...
The universe doesn't want to have your light on by the sounds of it. Its creator is just like trying to mess this whole thing up. Let's just go with it.
I know. Yeah. Well, it's funny. I don't know if it's this. I think it's this outlet. I occasionally the bulb. Yeah, is interesting. But to keep the flow, and even if it comes off, I'll just okay, perfect. I'll just flow through it. So there was a lot about what to focus going forward in the future. And I think the biggest insight you gave me, Donna Marie, was that my 10-year-old self, which was a part of me that I'd left behind in a way, that part of me wanted to be seen and wanted to be held and wanted to be felt. And pardon me, I just got a...
It's okay.
The universe, phone calls coming in. The universe is I think it's excited, right? It's like on a date, like you get super excited and you say dumb things. I think that's what the universe is doing. It's getting
let
really
it
excited.
out. Yes, do it.
Come on, universe.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, it's fine. We can be fully expressed.
That's what it's about.
No, but what was so interesting that you said, and it was so intuitive and spot on, was there was this 10-year-old part of me that was like, just wait, like hold up. Like there's so much change, but just wait. Like I want to be seen. And I actually went back after our session, Donna, and looked at my childhood, and actually age 10, the shift from 10 to 11 was when I had testosterone first start hitting.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, for some, that might be kind of early, but for me, that's definitely when it began. My voice started to get a little bit deeper. I started to feel more aggression. I had a lot of shifts in my personality, namely, like I read a lot of books up until age 10. That kind of went out the window because my energy went way through the roof, right? And that very innocent, sweet little boy that was there at age 10, like kind of got left. And you intuitively picked up on that. And I got to integrate that stuff on my own, because yet again, for people listening in, like I have this background, and yet you were able to intuitively point me into doing even more unconscious work I didn't even know I needed to do.
Yeah.
And immediately I felt this switch of getting to have that core part of who I was for so many years come along with me on this journey. And I felt more fulfilled. I felt more integrated, and I've just gotten so much value out of that.
Oh,
So I wanted to say thank you. Yeah.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And what's come up for you since that? What shifts have you made since that call that you kind of noticed? Even things within your own self and your own presence and in your own visibility as a with what you do as well.
I'd say the biggest piece is, and this was a part of your reading as well, and it was something I had an understanding of going into, but it got deepened by working with you, was I am meant to be visible. I am meant to be, I mean, even more than like the average entrepreneur, even like my place is really meant to be up on stage. It's meant to be in the spotlight. And that's not said from like an ego place. It could very easily be. It is where I find the most flow. And I think the work that I got to do with you, I'm bringing that core of who I am now, that 10-year-old, like that little boy gets to come on stage with me. And like, as you know, the thing that people resonate with most, it's not the success. It's not the, oh, look at my Lamborghini. Oh, look at my attractive girlfriend or whatever. And by the way, I don't have a Lamborghini, but just for the, for the metaphor.
Yeah.
It's the pain. It's where we came from. It's who we are. And so to get to bring that raw essence on stage and out into the world, I think that's a real gift. I think that's the biggest thing that shifted.
That's massive. Like, it helps me as well, like really realize that I'm on the right path as well, because I'm very much around self-expression, as you know. Visibility is more than just being like getting your messaging right or doing, saying the right words at the right time. It's just full expression without shame, without like, I'm feeling the emotions, like really just allowing yourself to be in that fearless vulnerability, because when you're in that fearless vulnerability, that's when you're stepping into your power, especially as a man in this world. Like you I see you being on stage, and I see you talking, and I see you just stopping people and in their tracks, like listening, because you're going to pull heartstrings. You're going to be pulling heartstrings, and this is the kind of stuff that comes up. It's like, I just see this, your voice, your presence, you've got this incredible dominance about you, right? But it's balanced. It's this healthy dominance, and you have this ability to understand people, and you have this ability to be able to see them where they're at. Like,
I'm taking notes, by the way.
Yeah, I see it. It's
That's
great.
why I'm looking
about, right? This is just like creators coming through already, without even it just happening naturally. But that's pure greatness. Like, being in that place of emotional vulnerability is like, that's where you find your power and your expression, your essence, and that, oh my God, just see it. It's just going to be huge. So with that being said, what steps have you taken to kind of expressing yourself more? What like in the physical world, what you've been doing, what's been going on?
Yeah, the getting down in the dirt, right? It's going to be up in the sky and looking at the stars, right? But yeah, what steps on the earth and the mud am I doing? Yeah. Good to see where things come down to this planet. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is it's just doubling down on how I show up, right? Getting on a podcast, getting on a Clubhouse, I'm organizing a master class. The biggest thing last night, organizing a master class with a friend that is incredibly successful. I don't want to say too much with that, but she has just crossed off working with essentially some of the biggest brands on the planet, literally, and getting to do a masterclass with her. And yeah, like, that's crazy. Yeah, thank you. That's the biggest thing. And also, yeah, landing a podcast interview yesterday as well with the gentleman that's interviewed Olympic athletes.
Wow.
Like, interviewed people that have won series accolades, and I'm getting to be on a show that has worked with guests like that in the past, right? Which is a total honor.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Voice for you. Voice. People need to hear your voice. For sure.
Thank you. That means so much.
Share your journey. Share your truths. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for being open and vulnerable and real, you know, with this conversation, because it's so nice to see. Like, we need more of that. We need more of that, especially on the entrepreneurial world. You know, it's about being real and raw and honest, and that's where your greatness is. That's where anyone's greatness is. So it's so nice to see that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say, Donna, and for people watching this, right, because obviously this is like me sharing an experience with you that was incredibly positive. I just want to add, like, the reason why I'm doing this is because, and you'll see me, like, people that are watching this, they're seeing me taking notes. I wouldn't rather be doing anything else in the world right now than getting to talk to you, right? Like, I'm getting ongoing value from this. This isn't some like paid partnership or whatever. Like, I really am. People can feel like I'm getting value and I'm getting to express, and you're giving me value, and I'm getting, hopefully, to give it back, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I am doing in the sales world, right? It's like, how can we show up authentically in the world of money? As you just said, as entrepreneurs, how can we transform the world of money to where this is how we're impacting people?
Absolutely. So what's your next step? What's the first next step?
First next step, I think it's it's continuing to get onto podcasts. Excited to interact with you more as well. And yeah, getting out in front of those people they're the real change makers that just need those extra tools. I'm excited to get in front of the right people that really understand what I'm putting down and are picking it up and want to get to that next level in their communication, right? And even for like my bigger program, Total Communication Mastery, like, I'm excited to be sharing that with the right people.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, which goes beyond sales, right? It's everything from dating to all types of communication. Yeah, and how I've gotten to transform my world, even my relationship with my unconscious mind, because communication comes into that. Yeah. And how, like, we use our words to create, and once we master it seriously, like, that is the key to magic, is getting to speak things into reality. So how can we use our language in a deeper way to transform that? So I'm excited to be announcing that and getting in front of the right people to help them master and transform their relationship with the words. So
magic and mastery and miracles. I love it. So good.
Yes.
My God.
Thank you so much, Donna.
Burst of energy coming out. See it. So good. Thank you for coming on and offering this and just sharing. It just does mean a lot.
Oh, well, it means so much for you to get to have me on as well. And thanks again. It's been so powerful.
Thank you.